Man,
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. Yeah, we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you and you go. Maybe we find
Well, love the day.
Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Fans, the show. A reminder, fans, that all games this season will
All right, let's go right here.
Okay, here we go. Let's
People
go
have
now.
choked over the years. Great American small part.
When the season ends.
The first baseman, number 3, preparing for this one, and let's check his status on the Pittsburgh organizational depth chart. It's the Altoona Curve and the Chesapeake Bay Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. One down. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3.
No.
And the pitch. In the air to center, Bradfield on the move. Snags it for the second out. All set for the start of this inning, and now the first baseman.
Number 3.
In the dirt.
1-0.
Next pitch misses. Ball 2. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. That one not close. Out to short. Servideo slings to first, and the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th.
Now
The batter now,
right fielder,
Tavian Josenberger.
Josenberger.
1-2 pitch. On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1. That is a terrific double play.
Now batting. The
That's a
pitcher.
very difficult double play to turn, especially because the first baseman has to display exceptional footwork. The infielders did a really nice job there. One down. Now up the first baseman, number 3. Strong start to the season, putting up some impressive slugging numbers so far. Swing and a miss, chased it upstairs. That high fastball is a pitch that young hitters have to learn to lay off. That's the kind of thing that comes with reps and maturity. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss, chases that one in the dirt. Great pitch to get a swing like that. High in the air, out to right. It's pretty far back. Takes it in for the out. 1 out and 2 on. The first baseman, the next to hit.
Now batting.
And
Number
you'd have
3.
to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Close, but called a ball. I was certain that was a strike. Not my call, though. Popped up. Umpire signaling for the infield fly.
The batter is out.
Tough sledding for him in this one for sure. This is the kind of game you want to flush and move past as quickly as you can. The second baseman
Batting
digs
4th,
in now.
The second baseman, Colin Burns.
And the 1-1. The tag at third, and he is out. But on the play, 2 runs cross the plate. Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish. Top half of the second from Bowie. Now this is lifted to center. Bradfield on the move. Won't bring this one in. And the leadoff hitter aboard. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. I might want to go back and see where the outfielders were set up for that one. Off the bat, it looked like a simple pop out, but it found a... Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. The tag safe at second. Nice hustle to move up on the wild pitch. I like the approach trying to induce the double play ball, but that was too low and it allowed the runner to move up to second. Now you can't get the simple double play, and a hit probably brings in the run. On the ground to the left, Servideo. Play is made, 1 gone.
Batting 7.
The catch. Getting ready to hit.
4.
Hey, drive him in. Need you right here.
This one in the air to right. Pulls it down. Runner tags at second. Actually staying put. And there are 2 outs. 2 away and a runner in scoring position. The tag, he's out, and that will end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. The Bay Sox out in front, 2-0. Next up for the Bay Sox, Creed Willems.
Creed Willems.
Grounder on the right side, could be 2. There's 1. Can't come up with it.
He's safe.
Two outs and a runner at first. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 3. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the 0-1. Out to short. Gloves it. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Bay Sox lead it 2-0. Two away and a
Now
runner at
batting,
first.
number 3.
Digging in at the plate for the curve, number 3.
Hey, no one better, huh? No one better.
Foul ball there. Kicks and delivers.
Hey,
That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Not much to quibble with on that
Now
swing.
batting,
He had everything going in the right direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. This next at bat looms very large. And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come
Now
into the
batting,
strike zone.
Number 24.
Next to hit, the catcher, number 24.
Hey, clutch up right here.
Now here's the 0-2. Soft contact in the air. Handles this one no problem, and that'll end the inning. Feels like they missed a huge opportunity there. 6, 7, and 8 hitters due in the bottom of the 6th. Chesapeake ahead. 2 outs,
The batter,
runner on
number
first
3.
base. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. If they're going to make something happen, now is the time. They need to cut this margin before the closer comes in. This pitch popped up. Settles under it. And that'll do it. 1 error in the inning, but nothing else. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Chesapeake with the lead, 4-1. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win. Two on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Next up at the dish for the curve, number 3.
Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up.
A frozen rope. And that's the 3rd out. They leave 2 runners on base. No score as we head to the bottom of the 1st. Two outs and
Now
runners at
batting,
1st and 2nd.
center fielder,
Next to hit, Enrique Bradfield Jr.
Bradfield Jr.
The 2-1 pitch. Base hit. Runner around 3rd. Runner scores and they take the lead. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. The first baseman, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
1 strike.
Oh, and 2 waves at that one. Love the front door slider. The batter often will cheat the hands to not get beat by an inside fastball, and that draws the swing off plane. Nice pitching. On the ground. Handles the chance. 2 down.
You're out.
Stepping in, the first baseman, number 3. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. The 2nd run scores, and they lead by 3. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. And he showed a nice up-the-middle approach on that hit, something you always like to see from a minor league hitter. First and 2nd, 2 outs. Here's the 3rd baseman, Malcolm Nunez. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 4 runs already this inning. Ground ball to the right side. De Los Santos takes it to first. Inning over, but the damage certainly done. And now at the plate, the first baseman, number 3. With the runner at 3rd and nobody out, they could put the ball in the air and go for the sac fly. Or they could swing away and try for the big inning. Skies it to right field. Beavers. Brings it in for the out. Runner tagging from third. Boots it.
Hey.
Now batting, the third baseman, Malcolm Nunez.
Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game he can feel really good about. So 2 down. And here's the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 3.
Fastball almost clipped the batter. That'll back him up a bit. Grounder up the middle, Jackson. And that'll wrap this inning up. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. 1 out, runner at second base. And here's the catcher, Creed Willems. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Hard ground ball, base hit. Headed for the plate. Tag in there, safe. It's 2-1. Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Smoke that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. The first baseman up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Not even close there. And it's 2-0. Behind 2-0 now, and with the bases loaded, he has no margin for error. Time to challenge this batter. Chases a high fastball there. The pitcher has to see the hitter getting aggressive on the high stuff. Maybe throw one even higher and induce a chase. Swings and flares it. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw home. It's offline, and the run scores. And they lead by 4.
The batter, the right fielder,
Nicely done.
Bryce
Brings home 2.
Johnson.
So frustrating for the pitcher. Executed well, jammed the hitter, but he still managed to muscle a knock to the outfield. Great hitting. First and second with 1 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Bryce Johnson. Got him looking. Now 2 away. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Shalene Polanco.
Hey, your pitch, no one better.
On 0-1, the delivery. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. In comes the run from second. The relay, not in time. He's got a double. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 24. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. In the air, right field. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now the second run scores, and they're pulling away, up by 7 now. Two outs and a runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. Late with the swing, strike one. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Strike two. 2 straight swings to start this AB, and he'll need to show more discipline if he doesn't want to whiff. Grounds this one up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. Now a flare off the bat. Base hit into the outfield. Coming to the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. It's 9-1.
The center fielder, number 35, Shalene.
So 2 on and 2 out. Next up at the dish for the curve, Shalene Polanco. And they're all loaded up. The catcher now at the plate.
Number 24.
0-1 now. Popped up. Jackson. That ends the inning and limits the damage. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Midway through the 4th, the Curve lead it 9-1. 1 out and 2 on. Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Jeremiah Jackson. The 0-1 from the lefty. Line drive, and it's caught. That's such a tough play to make at first base. The spin of the ball coming off the bat can be a real nasty factor to deal with in that position. Now a fly ball to right center. 1 up, 1 down. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 3. In the air to center. Gets under it, makes the catch. They limit the damage. And here's the first baseman.
Number 3.
And that's ripped for a base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs come in on the play. And the lead continues to grow. Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked.
Right fielder,
Digging in at the plate for the curve, Bryce Johnson. Popped in the air in left field. And it drops in. Coming around third. Throw to the plate. Comes across to score. And they extend their lead. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. Here's a fly to left. Brings it in. That stops the bleeding. Inning over. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate. Top half of the
Leading
second
off
from
for
Bowie.
Altoona, the first baseman, number 3.
From what the Bowie locals tell me, the pit beef sandwich at the concession stand is amazing. Make sure to get the tiger sauce. Ground ball left side. Wagner. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Malcolm.
Here's the catcher, Maverick
Batting
Handley.
ninth, the catcher, Maverick Handley.
That's a hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores with ease. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Top of the fourth inning with the curve at the dish.
The first baseman, number 3.
Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. A solo blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's now 2-1. Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. What a job to keep that one fair. On a breaking ball, if you're out in front like he was, you're expecting it to hook foul. This time, though, he was
Now
able to
batting,
stay back
third
just
baseman,
long enough
Matt
to tuck it inside the pole for a home run.
Wagner.
Hard ground ball, base hit. Headed for the plate. Comes in to score. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. The first baseman in now takes ball one off the plate.
No strikes.
We're in the top of the fifth inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. One ball, one strike. This to third, Wagner. Play made, that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Next up at the dish for the curve, number 3. With runners at first and second and nobody out, the defense will need to be sharp here. Ripped into the outfield. And a base hit right there. Coming to the plate. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single. And they lead by 2.
Baseman, Malcolm.
Got the
Nunez.
job done to put him up by 2. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and he was licking his chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Malcolm Nunez will hit next.
Hey, I need you right here. Come on, kid, let's go.
Line drive, the leap, got it. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. They pick up a run on 2 hits. The crowd's standing now in a
number 3.
1-run game in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss out front that time. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Only 1 out remaining. 2 outs, runner on first base. Now the third baseman, Malcolm Nunez. And the righty delivers. Hit on the ground to the right side. Nice grab to the bag and gets the out to end it. Wow. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice job to contribute. And here's the first baseman. This is a prime opportunity right here.
Hey, your turn. Drive me. Clutch up for us.
That's a great approach with the bases loaded. He did well to get a strike and get ahead in the count. The 0-1. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Spoils the two-strike offering. Another coming up. One out and the bases are loaded.
1-2.
It's still early, but he doesn't look very comfortable out there. He's having trouble with both command and control so far. Something to watch in this one. Swing and a drive. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. One run's in. Now the second run is in, and they take a 2-run lead. Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Nice line drive cut there, had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Malcolm Nunez. Runners are at the corners, one away.
And no one better. Clutch up.
It bounces, and he heads for second. The throw, tag, he's out. Creed Willems, the next to hit. That's a base hit. Runner around third. Play at the plate, out. He didn't get a great jump, and he blew through the stop sign at third on the way to getting tagged out at home. Welcome back to Bowie, top of the fourth inning.
For Altoona, the first baseman, number 3.
Hey fans, if you're looking for a sweet treat, I hear the Smith Island cake pops at the concession stand here in Bowie are delicious. In the air, out towards right center, Beavers. On the move to the gap. Hauls it in, there's one away.
Now batting.
Bases are empty with 2 away. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. And that one fouled off. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs in this inning. Hit in the air, right field, Beavers. And that is out number 3. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Digging in at the plate for the curve, number 3. Late with the swing there. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it stays fair. Coming around third. Scores easily. 2 runners on second now, and this is gonna end the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Time to stretch. The curve out in front, 7-1. One away, and the bases are loaded here. And here at the plate, the first baseman, number 3.
1-0.
Next one's popped in the air into right. 2 down. Not the greatest game he's ever had, but he helped him get the win. Take some lessons from this one and build on it. The first baseman, number 3, has been making waves with his impressive performances this season. All eyes on the young phenom and his tremendous potential. It's the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Current. The first baseman, the next to hit. Tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. Webb, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2021. This one lifted to center field. Lipscomb on the move. Hauls it in, 2 away. 1 out, bases are loaded. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Khalil Watson. Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 run's in. Now the 2nd run is in. It's 2-1. Comes through to drive in a pair and give them the lead. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. At a certain point, you have to commit to swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch.
1-1.
We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1. Ground ball to 3rd. Frias. Over to 1st. And there's 2 away. 2 outs and runners at 1st and 2nd. And here's the first baseman.
Here we go. No one betting.
He hits a fly to center. Fox gets there under it. And that'll do it. They strand. And here is the first baseman, number 3. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. A laser into the outfield. Makes the catch. So a runner at 3rd and 2 outs. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, C.J. Capus. Ground ball left side. Nunez. To 1st, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. You might catch him looking a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win. Your final score in this. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman, number 3.
The first baseman, number 3.
Foul ball there. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. Late swing, fouled it off. And here's the 0-2. Here's a fly to left. Lampy. There's 1 down. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side.
We need you right here.
In the air, out towards right center. Fox on the move to the alley. Snags it for the 2nd out. Two outs, runner on first base. The first baseman now at the plate. Grounds this one up the middle. Devers, there in plenty of time, ends the inning. So another good And here's the first baseman, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Whoa.
That's to third, Frias. And that is out number 2.
Now batting the third base.
Tough sledding for him in this one for sure. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 3. Doing a good job of driving in some runs of late, more than an RBI per game over the last 10. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. He's out. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. First and third, 1 away.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there, kid.
Line drive to left field. Snags that one. Runner tagging, heading for home. Play at the plate, not in time. Back within 1, it's 5-4.
Now
Joe
batting,
Lampe getting ready to hit.
Joe Lampe.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to second base. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. That was a great 2-strike approach in that AB. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. The first baseman now in the box comes up empty with a swing there. Well struck out to left. And it's gone. That's gotta feel good. A solo blast. And they tie it up. It's 5-5. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. Nobody on and 2 outs. The first baseman digs in now. He's already homered in this ball game. The 0-1. Grounds it to short. And now, jumps and throws in there safely. Great effort on the jump throw, but not able to get the batter hustling down the line to first base. Still a good job to even make that play close. Two away and a runner at first. Shalin Polanco will hit next.
Polanco.
Runner on the go, and that's a walk. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Jackson Glenn.
Hey, drop him in. No one better right here.
It bounces, and he's headed for third. Caught in a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. A couple of runs. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver. And here's the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 3.
No one's better. Need you right here.
Up the middle. Handles. Play made. That ends the inning. An inning in the books. Runner at first with one gone. Stepping in, Dayan Frias. 1-2 offering. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Bit risky from the pitcher with that inside breaking ball to the opposite-handed hitter. A lot of time to see the spin and get the hands inside to hammer it like that. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And swing and miss. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Up the middle, Watson. There's one. That is a terrific double play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. 2 outs, runner on first base. The first baseman, the next to hit. Late swing, fouled off. Oh, 2 rocks and fires. Ball one there.
2 strike.
1 run in the inning so far. Bottom half of the 5th. Ripped to third and caught. That retires the side on an excellent defensive play at first. So a run. And now the first baseman, number 3. Line drive to short and caught. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. The first baseman, the batter now, whiffs for strike 1. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Full house on the bases with 1 away. Not close with that one. So he got ahead 0-2, but way off the mark with the heater. At the plate, he sees that the pitcher wants to use the fastball to punch him out. He needs to be ready and not get beat. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Only 1 out remains. This is a game to flush, no doubt. He may be feeling like he let the team down in the loss. Here's the center fielder, Jake Fox.
The center fielder, number 1, Jake Fox.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. To first, double play, nicely done. That's a very difficult double play to turn, especially because the first baseman has to display exceptional footwork. The infielders did a really nice job there. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. And here's the first baseman.
Hey, on the ropes. Drive in. Let's go. Here we go.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
That one is absolutely pummeled. It's back there. And out of here. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they add on. It's 3-0. I'm really impressed by the effort out there in center field. He really laid it on the line, trying to bring it back and rob the homer, but just couldn't quite do it. Man at second here with 2 away. Next up at the dish for the curve, number 3. And that's ripped for a base hit. Coming to the plate. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. So digging in, Malcolm Nunez. And the 1-2. Grounder to first. Kayfis steps on the bat. That ends the inning and limits the damage. They get 2 runs on 3. It's the Large Lad Burgers big in. If 3 or more runs score in the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. Hammers this one in the air deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A solo shot, second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. Runner at second here with 2 gone. The first baseman now at the plate. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup. And you have to think the manager is pleased with that. fouled off. He was late. Runner at second with 2 down. That
One
one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
And that's ball 1. Got the batter looking for the K. Nice job controlling the damage out there. They put 2 on the board. 2 hits, an error, and 1 runner straight. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate. The first baseman, number 3, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. 2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Jason Chourio getting ready to hit. 1-2 pitch.
One.
Can't come up with it. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Bottom half of the second, and now the first baseman, number 3.
Ball.
Next one's fouled back. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. This one to right, going back pretty deep. Out number 1 on the grab.
Batting 6, the catcher.
Nobody out and a runner at first.
Hey, keep it going. Your turn.
Edge of the zone for a strike. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody out with a pair of runs scoring in the frame. That one fouled off. Now here's the 0-2. That one in the air to center field. The center fielder moving under this one. And there's one down. So 2 on and 2 out. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 3.
Come on, big. Get your pitch. Go.
Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop. And here's the first baseman. This chance at some insurance runs is brought to you by Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance. They'll always steer you in the right direction. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. So the base is all loaded up now. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
In the air on the infield, and there's the call for the infield fly. Two away and a runner in scoring position here. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Jason Chourio. The 2-1 pitch. That's a hit. Headed for the plate. Comes in to score. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. This next at bat is going to be critical. This pitch popped up. Velasquez. And there's 2 down. Certainly a 7. First baseman, number 3, has been making waves with his impressive performances this season. All eyes on the young phenom and his tremendous potential. It's the Altoona curve. 1 down. The first baseman now at the plate, showing some real power recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Serretti. And there's 2 down. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Nobody on and 2 outs. Next up at the dish for the curve, number 3. Foul ball there. That's to third. Tosses to first. Out with room to spare, and all set for the start of this inning. And now the first baseman, number 3.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Soft contact in the air. And now 1 out. Great job knowing how much time he had left on that play. Took an extra step, lined himself up, and made a good, strong throw for the out. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss, chased it upstairs. I'm sure he wanted a fastball there, but you can't be swinging at ones that are that high. Might be time to tighten it up. Now here's the 0-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. There to make the catch. Just what he was hoping for, throwing that high fastball. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. The loss is just the rotten cherry on top. The first baseman, number 3, is on a tear so far. Digging in for the Seawolves, Jake Holton. Slides, but can't come up with it. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Throw off line, runner scores. And they take a 2-run lead. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Smoked that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Boots it. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. Offense gets a lift after that error. Tough break for him out there. One gone and a runner on at first. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Malcolm Nunez.
Hey, drive him in. Need you right here.
In the dirt. Runner going for second. Throw to second. Out. For me, what makes that throw incredible is that he wasn't even standing. Just let that one fly from a kneeling position. Just goes to show how strong his arm is. The first baseman, batting with one down, takes a strike. Popped up. Holton. Out number 2. Runner at first. And here's the first baseman.
Need you right now.
Hacks and misses. Got a chase swing. At a certain point, you have to commit to swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch. Foul ball there. Pop-up foul on the right side. Racing over to make the catch. We're in the top of the 8th, and now the first baseman, number 3. Yanked that changeup back. Just diabolical.
Inside, ball 1.
That one strays inside. That misses. Ball 3. That's great discipline at the dish. He fell behind 0-1, then didn't overextend or get greedy. Now he's got a favorable count on 3-1. That one misses. It's a leadoff walk.
Now batting.
And now Malcolm Nunez.
Nunez.
Hey, keep it going.
Step off throw to first. Dives back and out. I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time after this one. He may feel like he didn't do enough to lift them. The first baseman, number 3, with a remarkable... So digging in,
Batting
Daniel
third,
Cabrera.
The right fielder, Daniel Cabrera.
Oh, what a great play. They put the tag on. Over to first.
No, he's
Safe.
in there.
One down.
That's
Digging in
it.
at the plate
The
for the
first baseman,
curve, number 3. There's a splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Tough to do damage on pitches that far out of the zone. Bash down the right side, but foul. 0-2, rocks and fires. It's ball 1. 1 out and the base is empty. Swings and misses, goes down on strikes. And now 2 away. And here at the plate, Danny Serretti. And a base hit right there. Coming around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. Now the tag at second and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Welcome back to Erie. It's the top of the 4th inning. The Seawolves were founded in 1995 as a Pittsburgh Pirates affiliate, which gave them their nickname. A Seawolf is an old-fashioned term for a pirate. In Justin Verlander's first pro season, he got promoted to Erie after 13 starts at Single A. In 7 starts for the Seawolves, he went 2-0 with a microscopic 0.28 ERA. That was enough for the Tigers to call him up to the show. This pitch misses. Ball 1. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. Takes it to first for the out. Man on at first. And now, Daniel Cabrera. 1-2 now. On the ground, could be 2. Nice play off the bounds for the out. And here's the first baseman.
Ain't no one better right here.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Challenge fastball to start the AB, and the batter clearly not ready for it. The pitcher shouldn't give him anything off speed in this spot. On the ground to third. Nice grab. And the throw. Nicely done for the out. 1 down. The first baseman will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Fly ball down the line, carrying near the fence, and that drops foul. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Here it comes. That one ripped into right center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And now the tying run is into scoring position. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That's a good fundamental approach he took to that one. Stayed back, didn't hook the barrel around it, and shot it hard the opposite. Oh, and it's a wild pitch. Nice job behind the dish.
Need you right now. Make something happen for us.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. The tying run just 90 feet away.
Hey, drop him in. Need you right here.
And that's a walk.
Take your base, ball 4.
Now at the plate, the center fielder, number 38.
Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
And the 1-1. This one popped up. Lee. Inning over. That might be a crucial missed opportunity. 1 run in the inning. Now, Hao Yu
Now
Lee.
batting, second baseman, Hao Yu Lee.
And the 2-2. Now a bunt towards third. Picks it up with a bare hand. Throws to first. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. That wasn't a squeeze play. The runner at third wasn't going for home with the pitch. But he made a heads-up play, saw he had enough room to get home, and crossed the plate on a de facto safety squeeze. 1 out and the bases are empty. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. Short hop liner handled it short to first. And they get the out. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing. And here's the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 3.
Swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
the count.
Looked like he had his mind made up to swing no matter what on that pitch. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. That's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Malcolm Nunez. 2-2, here's the pitch. Fly ball to right. Racing over to make the catch. Stepping to the plate for Erie, Kevin McGonigal. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner around third. Runner scores and they have the lead. 1-0. Big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. The first baseman, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1.
That's outside.
And the leadoff hitter aboard. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner stays put. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Ground ball left side. Could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. They get 2. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. 1 away and a runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Kevin McGonigal. Ground ball could be 2. Slings to second. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 error in the inning, but nothing else. Moving on to the 5th. Erie ahead in this game, 1-0. And here's the first baseman. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Well struck, out to left. This one on its way. Snags it on the warning track. Tags up from second, heads to third. The way he's swinging the bat in this one, that pitcher is lucky he didn't send that one to the next county. That was a hanger for sure.
Right here. Come on, kid, let's go.
Out to center. Allen under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now, 1 away. So after he moved up on the tag, we'll see if they can pay it off and bring him in to score. A lot of ways they can plate this run now. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win. The first baseman, number 3, with a remarkable... Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 3. This is a prime opportunity right here.
Hey, drive him in for us, Luigi. Here you go.
Get up, ball. Get up.
Smoke to shortstop, but caught. I'm sure he's disappointed after he didn't get the hit on that line out, but that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that, I bet it works out better. So up next, Justice Bigby. That's a hit. Coming to the plate. Scores easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. 2 outs and a runner at first. The first baseman getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So digging in, Shalene Polanco.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
0-1 now. Swing, ground ball out to short. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 2 left on. Next to hit, the first baseman, number 3. 1 for 2. Swing lifted to left field. This one pretty far back. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. And now the first baseman, Jake Holton. Here it comes. Slides, but it gets by. Headed for the plate. Comes in to score. Really trusted his hands and let the ball travel on that pitch and allowed him to go the other way for the hit. Base is empty, 1 away. And here's the first baseman, 1 for 3. Fly ball, right field. And now 2 down. So up next, Justice Bigby.
Justice Bigby.
1-2 offering. Lays out. Oh, it's off the glove. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. He knew he had to beat the throw for them to get the run, and he was hustling the whole way. Great job to make it aboard and score 1 for your team. Just a so-so performance at the plate. The first baseman, number 3, with a The first baseman, the next to hit. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Next offering is downstairs.
Ball 2. We got 2 balls.
Runner at
1
first,
strike.
nobody out. Just
Fastball
missed.
3.
Three and 1, here's the pitch. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. That's a base hit, and that'll kick off the base of the wall. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. He scores, and that ties it up. Throw cut off to third. Tagged out easily at second, and he'll be kicking himself. One away. Now a chance for the designated hitter, number 28. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Crosses the plate. He's in there. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't exactly square it up, but that's a good approach paying off. Wallops this one out towards right center. Should be trouble here. In safely with a double, second of the day. Some excellent swings for him in this game as he notches extra base hit number 2. That's a swing every hitting coach and scout loves to see. Just a shot into the gap the other way. Hitters who can do that. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Runner at second with 2 down. Hit in the air, right field. And that's that. Here's the center fielder, Brady Allen.
Number 4, Brady Allen.
On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and it's a double play.
The left fielder, number 9.
That's a very difficult double play to turn, especially because the first baseman has to display exceptional footwork.
Number 3.
The infielders did a really nice job there. Next one's popped in the air into right. Cabrera makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. Back even, it's 3-3.
Now batting, third baseman.
Brand new ball game here after he delivered with the sacrifice fly. Good team first approach at the dish.
Batter, number 3.
2 outs, runner on first base. Next up at the dish for the curve, number 3. Fly ball to center. Allen. And that'll do it. Now at the dish, the first baseman, number 3.
Batting, number 3.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Can't be swinging at pitches that low, particularly in a double play situation like this. Sliced hard, but foul. Nobody out and a runner at first. Ground ball, left side, could be 2. The throw to second. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Malcolm Nunez.
Going better. Clutch up right here.
Snap throw to first. Back in safe. Really close. There goes the runner. Oh, great stop. There's 1. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning. 1 run. Moving on to the bottom of the 10th. And here is Jake Holton.
Seawolves, the first baseman, Jake Holton.
Look at the stop here. And they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff hitter. Couple of pitches, a quick out. That'll
Now
work.
batting, the designated hitter.
He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice... The first baseman, number 3, a promising prospect just about ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, number 3.
Number 3.
Grounder to the left side. Fair ball. No question, he came up ready to hit. Great bat control there. Slapped it down the third base line and kept it fair. That's clean hitting. So up next, Malcolm Nunez. Two and two now. Soft contact in the air. Nice grab. Runner at first with one gone. And here is Shalin Polanco.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here.
The 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This one's in the dirt. No score here in the second inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Next to hit, the catcher, number 24.
The catcher, number 24.
Now a flare into the outfield. Oh, gloves it. I'm sure he's disappointed after he didn't get the hit on that line out, but that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that, I bet it works out better. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Jace Bowen now at the plate. Here it comes. That's a base hit. Fires to the plate. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at third. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. Up the middle, Glasser. They take the force out as they escape the bases loaded. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Here's a speed threat, Elijah Green. And he grounds this back up the middle. Base hit, runner around third. Comes in to score. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. The first baseman, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1. Line drive for a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Ground ball left side. 1 at second. To first. Double play. Nicely done. And here's the first baseman. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. The first baseman digs in now. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
Rolled to short, could be 2. There's 1. They get 2. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win. Stepping up to the plate for Harrisburg, Carlos De La Cruz.
Carlos De La Cruz.
And he delivers. Rolled to short, could be two. One at second.
He's out.
To first, nice pick, double play, that's the inning. Nothing across here this half, midway in the first, no score. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 3. Really strong hitting performance recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And a curve misses outside. After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. On the ground to third. And there's one down. This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in your home without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free consultation today. And there's one away. Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this inning. Tough break with the line out, but a really nice cut. Man at first with one gone. Carlos De La Cruz digs in now. Here's a grounder up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, the left fielder, TJ White.
And here's the first baseman. Hit weakly on the ground. There with plenty of time, inning over. One hit. So 2 on and 2 out. And now the shortstop, Philip Glasser. The 0-1 offering. And there's a hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores easily. And beats it. Safe. Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. He was right on top of that pitch. Jumped off the bat, and the double was a pretty clear possibility right away. This next at bat looms very large. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Digging in at the plate for the curve, the first baseman, number 3. Davila measures 6'2", 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2015.
Ball.
Up the middle. That's a hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average.
Looking good. No one better up there. There you go.
1 ball.
This one's in the dirt. Here's the 1-2 offering.
Now, boy, good
Line, and that's a base knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Next up at the dish for the curve, Shalene Polanco. And the 2-2. Swings, soft line drive. Pulls it in, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging
number
in,
24.
the catcher, number 24. Soft contact, in the air, pulls it in, 2 away. 2 outs and runners
Now
at first and
batting,
second.
the designated
Now,
hitter,
Jace Bowen.
Bowen.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Play made, that ends the inning. 2 left on. We're at the end of... And here's the first
Now
baseman.
batting, number 3.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Brings it in for the out. No complaints about getting a team win, but he's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing. The first baseman, number 3, has been making waves with his... Coming up to the dish
Batting
for
fourth,
Altoona, number
the first
3.
baseman,
He has
number
simply
3.
been dominating pitchers at this level and looks to be a prime candidate for a promotion very soon. In the air to center. And that is out number 3. 2 outs with runners at the
catcher,
corners.
number
Next to hit
14,
for the
Brady
Senators, Brady Lindsley. 1-2 now. Out to short. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. Good power, not so great at getting on base. Foul ball there. Valdez, the runner at first with 2 out. In the air to left. Fair ball. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. Well, he flared that out into shallow left, and it's a really tough ball for the third baseman and
The
left
center
fielder to
fielder,
get to,
number
as you saw.
35.
That's a fluky base hit.
Shalene
2 outs, runners at first and second.
Polanco.
Digging in at the plate for the curve, Shalene Polanco. Chopper, right side, Cooper. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. Bases loaded,
The batter,
2
number
outs.
10.
Next up at the
Designated
dish for
hitter,
the curve, Jace Bowen.
Bowen.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swings and jolts one to left. It's carrying. Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! That should fire up the dugout, and that's how they take the lead. It is 4-2. What a job he did to swing the momentum in this ballgame. He recognized the opportunity with the bases loaded and didn't get too greedy. He just waited for a pitch he could handle and punished it to put his team in the
Now
lead.
batting, number 3.
1 away and a runner at first. And here's the first baseman, 1 for 2. Cooper. There's one.
Out.
On to first.
He's
Double
out.
play, and that's the inning. The first baseman
Now
will hit
batting,
next.
number
1
3.
for 3. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
In the air, right field. And that
ball's
drops
foul.
foul. Grounds this one up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. 6-5, back within a run. Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't exactly square it up, but that's a good approach paying off. This next at bat is going to be critical.
Make something happen for us. Need ya.
Out to short, collects. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Nobody out,
Now
first and
batting,
second
the
here.
center fielder,
Elijah Green
Elijah
now at the plate.
Green.
Hard ground ball, base hit. Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream. The first baseman, number 3, with a remarkable... So 2 down.
Batting
Coming
third,
up to the
the
dish for
first
Altoona,
baseman,
number 3. Grounder to the left side. And that one is trouble. And that keeps the inning alive. He reaches the 50-hit mark. A nice milestone for him.
Batting
And a
fourth,
nice reminder
the
to
third
his team
baseman,
and to scouts
Malcolm
that he's a formidable offensive contributor.
Nunez.
2 outs and a runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter, Malcolm Nunez. Right side, De La Cruz. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Welcome back. The
Leading
curve
off
at the dish
for
in the
the
bottom of the
curve,
4th.
the first baseman,
number
number
3,
3.
getting ready to hit. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is
0-1's the
coming
count.
down. And if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching changes, which would lead to some early exits on the mound. Comes up empty, strike 2.
No balls,
2
2
straight
strikes.
swings to start this AB, and he'll need to show more discipline if he doesn't want to whiff. Struck out swinging. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Man at second here with 2
batting,
away.
number
Digging in at the
3.
plate for the curve, number 3.
Hey, drive it in for us. Need ya. Here you go.
Hard liner. And a base hit right there. The throw in to second. Makes it to second base with 2 gone. Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock. 2 down and a
Now
runner
batting,
at second
the third
base.
baseman,
Stepping to the plate for
Malcolm
Altoona, Malcolm Nunez.
Nunez.
Got the strikeout looking. Nice job controlling the damage. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win. The first baseman, number 3, has been making waves. Next up at the
Batting
dish for
fourth,
the curve,
the first
number 3.
baseman,
1
number
run
3.
batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game.
Hey, I need you right here. Let's go, kid.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. At the belt, kicks and delivers. Foul ball there. Runner at third, 2 away. That one just misses the outside corner. What a take with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout, and that ends the inning. That's a true competitor out there on the mound as we see the emotion there. Great. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate. The 0-1. And a base hit right there. Coming around third. And safe at the plate. They take the lead. 1-0. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. The first baseman stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs in this inning. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. This one lifted in the air, left field, green. And that's the 3rd out. 2 gone and the base is loaded. Brady Lindsley, the next to hit.
Lindsley.
Slides, but it gets by. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Home half of the 6th, and now the first baseman, number 3.
Number 3.
He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the ground, right side, Cooper. That's the first out.
Now batting.
2 away and a runner at first. Digging in at the plate for the curve, number 3. Hit in the air, right field. Racing over to make the catch. He's definitely capable of more than this. I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. Maybe help them get the win. And here's the first baseman. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. In the air to left center. Pulls it in. There's 1 away. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. Turned on, but foul wide of third. 1 run in the inning so far. Bottom half of the 2nd inning. Next one's fouled back. Here's a fly to left. White. They limit the damage here. Stepping in, the
Now
first baseman,
batting,
number 3. Grounder left side, and that's just foul. Shaw, a 6'4" righty, he works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. To third, Witt. That's out number 2. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. First and second, 1 away. Coming to the dish now for Harrisburg, T.J. White. Nice stop. Fires to second for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. So no. Next up at the dish
Now
for the
batting,
curve, number 3. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That's a base hit. Lead runner stops at second.
Now batting, left field.
1 out and runners at first and second. Next to hit, Sammy Siani. 1-1 pitch now. Ground ball, could be 2. The underhand flip. There's 1. Eats it, and they're happy with the out. Next up, the first
Now
baseman,
batting,
number 3. Swing and a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third. Oh, gloves it. Goes to second with it. Out of there. Nice play. So 2 runs. He's definitely capable of more than this. They got the win, but I'm sure he'll be hungry to come out and do better in the next game. First baseman, number 3, one of the most exciting talents. Next up, the first baseman, number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah! 0-1's the count.
And it stays fair. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Sammy Siani.
The left fielder, number 7, Sammy Siani.
Swings, soft line drive. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. So they strand a pair. Bottom half. Next up for the Rubber
Batting
Ducks,
fourth,
C.J.
the first
Capus.
baseman, C.J. Capus.
Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Pulls into second with 2 gone. Big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. Might have wanted a more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. This to third, Frias. There with plenty of time, inning over. So it's no... 1 down. And here's the first baseman, 1 for 2. Late swing, fouled it off.
Ball, that's just out.
Out to short. Play is made, 2 out. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. 1 for 3.
Here we go.
Nope, outside.
Tying run at second base. Here in the top half of the 7th. Next one's popped in the air into right. Lipscomb on the way over. Drops into the glove. That ends the inning. Just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time. The first baseman, number 3, is on a tear so far. The first baseman, the next to hit. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Left field getting pretty deep. And you can forget it. Made them pay for that one, and they lead it. It's 2-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. So 2 down. The first baseman will hit next. He's already homered in this ball game. Foul ball there. Here comes the pitch. And that one fouled off. Now here's the 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. No runs on no hits. 2 gone and the bases loaded. The first baseman now at the plate. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. swings through it.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Bases loaded, 2 down. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Not
1 ball,
close with
2
that
strike.
one. Now 1-2. Line, and that's a base knock. 1 runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline and the run scores. 3-run game, it's 5-2. It looked for a second like he was a little out in front, but he did a great job to keep the hands back and swing through the ball. He's rewarded with a couple of RBIs. First and second, 2 outs. Next up, the designated hitter, Malcolm Nunez. To third. Play made, that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors.
Now batting,
And here at the plate,
3.
the first baseman. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going. Fly ball to center. Fox. And that'll do it. 2 away and a runner
Now
in scoring
batting,
position here.
the designated
Digging in for the
hitter,
Rubber Ducks,
Jorge.
Jorge Burgos.
Burgos.
Here's the payoff pitch. And that's a base hit. Coming around third. Comes across to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. It doesn't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 2 runs in the inning, 4 hits. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performed in this one. If he puts together games like this frequently, he won't be at this level for long. The first baseman, number 3, is on a tear so far this season, leading his team. If you're looking for a
Leading
new
off
scent
for
that makes you
Altoona,
think of
the
the
first
ballpark,
baseman,
turn to
number 3.
Sudsy Susie's Body Wash. New options include fresh cut grass, pine tar, and hot dog water. Top half of the second from Akron. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 1 away. And here's the first baseman, homered last night, added another hit as well. In the air to left center, Fox on the move to the gap. Makes the catch, inning over. 2 outs,
Now
bases
batting,
empty.
Number 3.
Ground ball to second base, Watson. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Make it 6. Digging in at the plate for the curve, number 3.
batter,
0
number
for 3
3
with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Chases a high fastball there. Challenge fastball to start
0-1's the
the
count.
AB, and the batter clearly not ready for it. The pitcher shouldn't give him anything off speed in this spot. Off the mark
Oh,
there.
that's out.
1 ball, 1 strike. That one pushed foul. Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. And the 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming up. That was a very hittable off-speed pitch. He usually punishes those, but for whatever reason, he was a bit late on that swing. Struck out swinging as they escape the base. He'll need better showings than this one if he wants to advance, and they'll need better from him if they want to get some wins. Next up at the dish for the curve, number 3. Lifted in the air, right field. And that's the end of the inning. 2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Now it's the shortstop, Milan Tolentino. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to third, Nunez. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. And here's the first baseman, hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. Out to center. Makes the grab on the run. Top of the 7th here, digging in, the first baseman. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. Fly ball out to center. The center fielder has this one sized up. There's one down. Nobody out, first and second here. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, number 3. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Popped up. Umpire signaling for the infield fly. The crowd standing now in a 1-run game in the 9th inning. Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 run comes in. And the Rubber Ducks walk this one off. They win it 4-3. Final score. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 3. Mace, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2021. Next one's popped in the air into right, Watson. And that's the 3rd out. End of a half. Now at the dish, Milan Tolentino. Base hit right there. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Welcome back to Akron. We're in the top of the 4th inning.
Number 3.
The Rubber Ducks get their name from the city of Akron's connection to the rubber industry, with plenty of tire companies being founded there. There used to be minor league teams here called the Rubbernecks and Rubbermen. 1 gone. 1 out, and the bases are empty. And here's the first baseman.
Ball in.
And that is a base hit. Nice job to knock that one back up the middle for a base hit. That's exactly the kind of approach you love to see at this level. 1 gone and a runner on at first. Malcolm Nunez digs in now. Soft contact in the air. Fires to second for 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit. Coming up to the dish for Akron, CJ Kavis.
DJ Kavis.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy double play. Fires to second. Outstanding play. Inning over. 1 hit in the inning. 1 down. And now the first baseman, number 3. 1 for 3. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. Looks like he
No
might be
ball,
willing to
2 strikes.
chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts.
1
Inside,
ball,
nearly
2
clipped the
strikes.
hitter. That'll back him up a bit. The Rubber Ducks, ahead by 5. Here in the top of the 9th. Up and in.
Nope.
What a take with 2 strikes. In the air on the infield, Misiazic. But the first baseman gets there instead. And 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Malcolm Nunez.
Just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Milan Tolentino. Runner at first, 1 away.
2-2.
On the ground to short, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Throws in the dirt, but he scoops it. And the double play ends the inning. Today's action is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If your humors are out of balance, he's the one to call. Ask about specials on leeches and tree panning. Top half of the second from Akron. Fouled off. He was late. That's the kind of foul that'll leave you feeling the sting in your palms. Ouch. He breaks his bat. 1 away.
Got him.
That is fifth.
Bases are empty with 2 away. And here's the first
Number
baseman.
3.
0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Fouled off down the right side. And here's the 0-2. And caught it behind the back. Throws to first.
He's out.
And they get the out. So they go. Runner at second,
Now
1 away.
batting, the
And now the
first
first baseman, CJ Capus.
Capus.
And there's a hit. Headed for the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Digging in at the plate for the curve, number 3. This could be a major moment in this game. A notable run producer with a chance to do some damage. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. That very nearly brought in 2, but the automatic double holds them to just 1 run on the play. Still a good chance to do some more damage here. Now the third baseman, Malcolm Nunez.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Runners on the bases with 2 already across. And we're in the top half of the 6th. This pitch popped up. Makes the play. They limit the damage here. 5.5 innings complete, and the no-hitter is no more. Altoona ahead in this game, 2-1. So with a runner at second and 1 away, and next the cleanup hitter, CJ Capus. And a base hit. The throw in to second, runner around third. Play at the plate, and they cut him down. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose.
And here's the first baseman,
The
1 for 3.
Number 3.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs.
The third baseman,
Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Malcolm Nunez. Grounder up the middle. Lays out. Oh, it's off the glove. No throw. And the batter reaches safely. And that one must feel a little extra special given his struggles over the last 10 games or so. And they've got a bit of momentum as they try to battle back here. 2 away, and the bases are loaded. Next up at the dish for the curve, number 24. Now the payoff pitch. Swing lifted to left field. Makes the grab. That ends the inning and limits. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice job to contribute.